Good evening, one and all, and welcome to the next installment of the F2 division. And today we are at Russia. We are at the Sochi circuit. I am Primus Gaming, and joined with me once again is Element Snow, aka RSF1 Skadoosh.
How are we?
Sorry, that was a little drink. I am good. I am doing very good. So I'd like to address one change. We have a new Williams driver, Lukey, who will be replacing Dougie Davis as the full-time Williams driver. So best of luck to Lukey in his new full-time seat, and he's hoping he could get some good points for Williams today.
Hopefully. I mean, you looked good around Singapore. The question is, can you keep up the pace for Russia?
We can only wait and see.
I'm not going to say sorry. I was going to say something, but it might have been a bit rude, so I'm not going to say it. Oh, here we go then. We've started.
Here we are. So, I actually have to say, Russia was definitely one of those tracks that was very interesting when it first came, because it was introduced in 2014, the Russian Grand Prix.
2015.
So 2014, 2015 was when they introduced the Russian Grand Prix. Definitely within the V6 turbo hybrid era, but not the... Oh yeah, sorry. I saw a little bit of a writing on the screen that kind of scared me because it said reconnecting to a session or something. It was just one of those bit of dialogue that tells you what happens when the situation occurs. So it scared me there. Also, like to say a welcome back to Bitsy, who's now actually got a name change to TIR Tobes. So welcome back, Toby. We all know him as Tabitsy, and I think for a habit we might still call him Tabitsy, as it was his original name. Kind of like the man with cash used to be formerly known as Josh Dosh, now known as Racing Jason, Revan Kevin. So let's get on to the map. So we've only got 18 cars today. Are you on your wheel? Oh,
yeah. Oh, I thought it was racing, so I was ready to go out. I was just pressing. Right, so back to the point.
Oh, good God. You're not an F2 driver, Element.
Well, I'm currently F5 drivers, that's how slow I am. Hello, dyslexic.
18 cars, absent another Mercedes. It looks like we're also down a Haas.
Yeah.
Martin Padge is not racing today.
Yeah.
So, so we're down one Merc and one Haas. Other than that, we've got a full grid.
Like to know the weather.
It looks quite cloudy. In brutal honesty, it does look very cloudy. It's hard to say. With
Seal just put you on the weather.
Yeah, the weather report would be nice. A car's gone. There you go. First car to make his mark on the Russian Grand Prix circuit is RSF1 Shane. He's in his Renault.
Where is he?
So he's now going through the sweeping left-hander. So a little question for you, Element. Obviously, for this season in RSF1. Oh, what's up?
Rain for start of the race, then to dry.
Oh, it's not going to be like last week in Singapore when it was rain all the way. Rain to the start and dry to the end. I was going to say, though, is obviously F1 2020. It's 2 months away from release. For RSF1 for Season 2, obviously we're going to carry on with what we have left to Season 2, and I think for Season 3 of RSF1 we're going to be hopping into the 2020 spec cars. It will also see the introduction of the Zandvoort, the Dutch Grand Prix, plus Vietnam in I think it's Hanoi.
Hanoi.
But how are you?
Hanoi.
What do you think of Zandvoort and Hanoi?
I don't know. I haven't seen Vietnam yet, but Zandvoort looks. How do you put it in words? It looks alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I do think you're gonna have some very difficult overtaking areas, kind of like the banking.
Hungry.
You know, the new banking they've added near the very end of the circuit.
Yeah.
That's going to be quite a challenge to deal with, in my honest opinion.
Yeah, 100%. I think like I think it's gonna be like another Hungary, which is gonna be like down the straight. It's the main part to overtake. Then that's about it.
Yeah, agreed. Also, yeah, do we have a feeling there might be any rain by the end of qualifying? I know we've got a wet race for the start and a dry end, but the thing is it's very cloudy. That normally Russia's quite teeming with sunshine, but we're not seeing any sunshine at the moment.
No, I don't know. Let me check on the. Let me check if Seal said anything about it. So he said the rain for a start. Don't crash out. Chris Parry. High Elements in 7. I'm a big fan. Oh my god. What the hell? Vittel says
Is
hello.
that Peppermeat's friend?
No, I don't think that is Peppermint's friend. And then what is it? Verstappen. We are at Russia Primers. Keep up. Yeah, I know, but we're talking about bloody Sandford, you tit.
We're just trying to make conversation.
Yeah, thank you. Dyslexic element, you have no idea. You're right. I don't have any idea. I'm just guessing.
Well, 132.5, by the way, that change is done. That's the baseline for the session today. So now we've got, looks like a Williams. No, that's the wrong one. It's the Williams of WR Peanut, who's actually on the medium compound tyre. I have a feeling he wouldn't be using the medium compound tyre unless he knew that he might not need them for Q2. A 134.1 he's set on the mediums. Obviously, that might get beaten by other cars. As we go on board with Josh S04, who's going around the last corner. He has a 132.9 in the Mercedes. He gets second place, so very good work from him. Lukey going around the last corner, but he invalidated the lap time. And then VR46, he's now beginning his flying lap. I think we got Iox is now going around the last corner in the Toro Rosso, the sister team that was once the Minardi Formula 1 team, crosses the line with a 32.7. And then Peppermeat crossed the line in second place. Doesn't go faster than Shane, a 32.6. I think Shane set a really good lap there.
I don't know, man. Maybe not.
Oh, Schumacher invalidated his time. Oh, dearie me.
It's pretty easy around here, to be fair, isn't it?
It can be. It can be quite easy to actually invalidate. Tabitzi or Mr. T, he invalidated on his outlap, but it won't really matter because he will be making his way back around to begin his flying lap. Oh, careful of the curbing. You may be trying to... Because I tell you, actually, it's the mid-sector. There's a couple of curbs that can really get you out because the curbs are a little bit higher. Just sorry to, change the subject all of a sudden. Lukey has just purpled the second sector. He's now actually approaching the last handful of corners. So now trying to make a name for himself within the Williams Formula 1 team, the once so dominant Formula 1 team back in the day with the likes of Nigel Mansell, Damon Hill, Ayrton Senna. Going round the last corner. Can Lukey set himself up there? Oh, a little drift around the last corner. A 32.4. But then it immediately gets set down by VR. I think if Lukey didn't have that drift there, that might have probably been a 32.2 maybe? 32.1?
VR, that is naughty.
Instantly, Lukey makes a mistake, sets himself up there, but then VR is just like, nah, I've got it, mate.
I'm on my mind.
Right. Let's have a look, see who's on another lap. Jace Lee, he's actually invalidated his flying lap, so no luck to Jace Lee there. To Bitsy, he's actually on his flying lap right now. He's now going through the first sector. Well, we've gone through it already. Now going into sector 2. He's actually got a Red Bull up ahead. That is VR, the current session leader. Toby is looking good. We'll keep an eye on Mr. T for a minute because when he goes around the next couple of corners, I want to see if he purples the second sector.
Yeah.
He's keeping very nice and close to that wall. It's almost like... Oh, yeah, he does. Toby's gone second, fastest in the second sector.
Oh. Not because he's changed his name. Now he's got...
Today.
Now he's finding some pace.
With the name change, the pace change.
Right, Mama
Back when he was a bit
Cash,
struggling. TIR Tobes on the mark. So before we go on board with the man with the cash, can Toby set himself up to the top of the table and takes fastest time? He just only does it, but only just misses out, sorry. But he definitely made a really good time there. Man with the cash is on the push. We've got Brundle in, on an outlap. Rapid Spray is in the other Ferrari, not actually gone out yet. Seal! We lost Seal!
Yeah, we have. And we Andrew Alpha beat his teammates to Red Bulls, looking pretty sexy.
Andrew Alpha, a 31.9, sets down his teammate instantly.
Mate, I saw that Seal crash, but I don't know if he did it in the pit, so I don't know.
No, Seal crashed in the mid sector.
That's gonna hurt.
It's just coming out like the middle of sector 2 before the straight. Before the DRS zone. He crashed there. He caught the curb where I was a bit concerned with Mr. T caught. And then he instantly, I have a feeling he just caught the curb, lost control, bash into the wall. Marrakesh, actually, speaking of, by the way, when we just passed through, he's actually gone the second fastest sector in the lap. This man's been, quite prominent in his qualifying times, incredibly quick times. Round the last corner he goes 4th fastest. I have to say, Shane set a really solid lap. It's already been nearly 10 minutes in Q1 and Shane's still 3rd fastest.
He has improved though, he set like, oh my god.
Oh, Bresner, the championship leader, puts himself at the top of the table in Q1.
Oh, cheeky. Yeah, Shane set it at 132.4, so he's now improved. He's doing well for himself.
Schumacher, round the last corner, goes 5th fastest. Let's go on board with Ferrari, who've had a bit of bad luck in Singapore, but really good luck back in Italy. But can they make up for what happened in Singapore? Brundle goes 9th fastest. He needs to at least be better than 16th place to advance into the second qualifying session. Rapid Sprays still hasn't actually come out of the pits yet. However, Agreeable Racer was one of the cars that hasn't set a time yet and actually invalidated his flying. He actually invalidated his intentional flying lap and the next. So Agreeable Racer not looking good from the get-go. DRM Marco is one of the other cars that's not set a quick lap time, or not a quick one. I mean, not one at all. He's now finally coming through the final sector to set his time. Is he going to out-qualify his teammate? We'll find out in a brief moment. He's actually catching up to the Mercedes of Josh, who looks like he's now about to pit.
Right, there are Marco then.
Round the last corner goes Marco.
14.
Only 14th fastest. He must have made a mistake in the lap.
Verstappen, I don't think so, man. I think it's going to be like a 137.8. I think that's what it's going to be. 132. What? 137. 132.8. So there's not going to be a 32.5, unfortunately. Right. Agreeable Racer's now starting his second lap.
Luckily, it looks like he put in enough fuel to be good. But now the only problem is now that he's finally got onto his lap, his car has worn out his tyres by 2 laps. So he's got boots that aren't really fresh anymore. I'd say everyone knows with soft compound tyres, the prime time, like the perfect peak optimal grip that you can get out of these tyres is your flying lap. You have your out lap, and then when you're in your flying lap, oh, we caught that curve. Careful. Luckily he saved it, but if he didn't save it, smash into the wall a few corners just before where Seal hit the wall. So you've got to be very, very careful, lads. That's not a place you want to be hitting. But anyways, Agreeable Race is still going for it. He's not being deterred. He's still on the charge onto the DRS zone.
Have you seen how he's left it on 5? And like, hot lap for the whole lap. He hasn't changed it. He's not going to make it. Like, he's not going to make ERS at the end.
No, I have a feeling he's probably got something planned. He should have probably put into mode 4 going into the DRS zone, because that's when you could really like maximise the full thrust of power out of the car.
Yeah.
But in the end, if he doesn't want to do that, it's his choice completely. He goes 13th fastest. He still beats Josh in Mercedes. And DRM Marco actually pushes Peanut into the elimination zone. Meanwhile, Rapid Sprays is actually now about to finally begin his lap. I think he was waiting for there to be as little cars on track as possible. So that means the track has been worn in a little bit by other cars. And also everyone that's currently out will be going on their in laps. So Andrew Alpha retires in second place. He's happy where he is.
Yep.
Wrong button.
I shouldn't think he's going to get beaten anymore. Lukey's out on a lap as well. So Lukey is back out of his lap, but he was on a lap. Yeah, I think the cut-off time around here is going to be around 1:30, 1:32 something.
I'd say the real cut-off time, if you're in the pits, you want to get out at least over the 2 minute mark. So you need to at least have over 2 minutes to guarantee that you'll get out in time, straight quick enough, and then get on your lap. If you leave it any later than 2 minutes, I have a feeling that's going to be the end of your session. Because it takes a little moment for your pit crew to get those blankets off your tyres and then send you out. And obviously you're a little bit slow coming out the pits. You're not going to have that full speed. Rapid Sprays goes fastest in the second sector. He's looking very good. What's happened to Peppermeat?
Pepper gets fourth.
Oh, very good from Peppermeat. The previous driver of the day and got third place last week in Singapore. He got fourth fastest in Q1, so that's definitely guaranteed Peppermeat's safety going into the next session. Here we go with Rapid Sprays around the second to last corner. Can the Ferrari driver get himself into Q2 with a quick lap time?
Oh my God.
Second fastest. The race winner in Monza now goes second fastest in Q1 in Russia. And meanwhile, his teammate Brundle is in 11th place. He's still looking very good. And Josh S04 is currently in the danger zone of being eliminated out of the session. He's now on a flying lap. He has to make this work. If Josh doesn't set a fast enough lap to move himself up in the faster positions, this man will be saying goodbye to his chances of getting into Q2.
Yeah, well, he's currently safe, but Peanut is out on a lap with his softs, and Marco still hasn't left the pits, so he needs to leave the pits now, but he's currently safe. He just needs to make sure.
Well, let's keep on board with the Mercedes as he's the next car to go on to set a lap. Gets a little close to the wall there, a little bit close for comfort, but he's still fine. He's not lost any momentum by the looks of it, so he's still on the push. Round the last corner he goes. Can this Mercedes get himself up into the better positions? He only goes 13th fastest.
Okay.
However, Agreeable Racer now finally leaves the pit. DRM Marco doesn't. If Agreeable Racer doesn't beat Josh, Josh could be safe. Because Marco has left it way too late. I have a feeling he's left it way too late. He's now finally left the pits.
No, he'll be
with
fine.
a minute and 50 seconds left on the clock.
He'll be fine, Yeah, he's all good.
Well,
he's gonna make it.
Let's keep an eye on the rest of these guys. As Peanut, currently sitting in 17th place. I think Peanut was the race winner back in Belgium. So now going into Q2, well, hopefully he could get into Q2 with this time. It all depends on how confident he's feeling, but he's about to approach the second to last corner.
Remember the cash! What a lap!
Oh, the man with the cash goes top of the table! Rapid Sprays left the session.
Oh no, I'm getting back.
Peanut doesn't go faster! That's bad. That could be very bad for Peanut. If he makes any more mistakes, he's not going to get into Q2. Luckily, he looks like he's saved his ERS. He went for a 33.3. No, sorry, 33.4. Just not quite good enough. But I think he might have made a mistake, backed out, and then sort of thought, you know what, I'm good. Josh, he's now pulling into the pits, and that'll be the end of his qualifying session as Iox goes sixth fastest. Josh is still in it. It's a matter of DRM Marco and Agreeable Racer can get on their laps fast enough. Luckily, Agreeable does go and get into the next session.
I don't know if it's coming up, but I don't know if Peanut has actually qualified, isn't it?
No, Peanut's done! Peanut is done! He invalidated.
Yeah,
Peanut
it wasn't
is
coming up for
out
me,
of the
but
session.
Ooh.
Sorry?
it wasn't coming up for me that he was actually invalidated his lap. So I thought, is he actually going alright? Oh, well, no, he's messed it up. That's just unfortunate.
Oh!
As
Careful, don't go the
was
wrong way.
gorgeous.
You get disqualified.
As long as he's not moving, it'll be fine. There you go, back on there. Great. Doesn't get in. Please don't get in the. Mum of the cash. Nice, there we go.
Oh, agreeable invalidated. Josh is safe. However, Dio Marco is the only person now that can really set Agreeable's day into cinders, as Agreeable Racer goes 15th fastest, and also Brundle is safe. Brundle gets into Q2 in the Ferrari because Peanut and Agreeable Racer will not knock the man down. So the only person that can really do any damage is Marco. The man with the cash retires from the session in first place. A very good lap. I did say he has really good quali pace, so it's good to see the man with the cash instantly made himself well known. Dio Marco's actually purpled the second sector in the Toro Rosso.
What?
He's looking very, very good.
Really?
Oh, I'm serious.
That's naughty. Go on then. See what he can do.
Here he goes.
Last two corners.
However, he's got TIR Toads or Mr. T behind him as well. So I think Mr. T was looking to maybe do a safety lap, but I don't think he needs to anymore. Around the last corner, Marco goes.
Oh!
14th fastest. If Agreeable went better than Josh there, Josh would have been out. That Mercedes just gets into Q2 by the skin of his teeth.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile,
It
the
looks
other
like
McLaren gets through to Q2 as well. Jace Lee
There we go.
gets 12th fastest.
Well, there we go. That was
That's Q1.
Yep.
Oh, Peanut had us scared, didn't he?
Well,
I mean, fair play.
I
His
think,
lap
I think
wasn't
Peanut.
valid, but
I think Peanut made a mistake going out on the mediums. He should have just gone out on the soft straight away because, well, as you can see, it's just ruined his qualifying.
And also the fact is that he will be going on to the the wet compound tyre going into the start. I don't even know if it's going to be intermediate conditions or full wet. We'll find out that we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, so that is the end of Q1. So cars out of the session is RSF1 Seal, who unfortunately suffered terminal damage after crashing into the wall. WR Peanut just misses out because of a wrong strategy call with the tyres going into Q1 and also invalidating on his final flying lap. And Agreeable Racer for the same reason, except for he just invalidated his final lap. Dio Marco, he went fastest in the second sector on his final lap, but he somehow lost a little bit of time in the third. He probably might have just gone a little bit too deep in a couple of corners. He actually is into Q2 as well. So both Toro Rossos, they're safe.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good job from the Toros. Unlucky to Seal, to Peanut, and to Agreeable Racer. Who should we get in?
I'd say let's get Peanut in. Let's have a little wonder of what he did with his tyre strategy. While Element does that, the top three is Rapid Sprays in the Ferrari. In second place is Tomek Bresner, the championship leader, second fastest in Q1. And to take the top of the table in Q1 is the man with the cash of a 131.7. So very, very good work there from the man with the cash. And welcome Peanut to the virtual comms box. If you could make sure you've included your audio.
Yeah. Sure have.
Awesome. Right, Element, I'll let you take it away with some questions.
Okay, thank you. Peanut, not the best qualifying for you, was it? Unfortunately, I don't know if you made a mistake going out on the mediums or not, but you set a good lap on the mediums, and then on the softs you just couldn't get your lap together. What happened?
No. Well, I did 2 runs on the softs. The first run didn't go well. I outbroke myself in the first corner, so I didn't improve. And then the second one, I invalidated my lap by going slightly wide. So
Yeah,
I
I
carried on
saw
to the
it.
lap. I was pushing really hard to see what I could have got. I was going purple. I was faster than man with cash. So
okay.
I shouldn't really be here right now. I'm mad at myself. Really.
But you made a couple of mistakes, and well, at least you get to start. Well, well, we're all going to start on fresh tyres, but you know what I mean. Anyway, is it going to be full wets today, or is it going to be intermediates? You know.
It is inters for the first, probably like 5-10 laps. It's
Oh,
supposed
okay.
to clear out by 20 minutes, so the first 10 laps
Oh.
probably rain and then it'll clear out then.
Okay, not bad then. Are you hoping to do well this race? Like, do you think you got the pace?
I've got the pace to be like, I should be able to get points. Should.
Yeah. Should you?
If I have, should do, yeah.
Well, I hope you do, man. Just unlucky there. Is that why you went out in the mediums? Because it was a wet race?
Yeah, I went on the mediums for, it's a wet race, so I might as well use these mediums up for Q1. So I can have more softs
Yeah.
then.
True. I mean, that was a good call. It's just it was just unlucky you couldn't execute it properly. But anyway, good luck for the race, bud. Primus, you have any
Thank you.
questions?
Yes, I do actually. So Peanut, you've already secured one race victory this season within Belgium. What are you hoping to? You've got a handful of tracks left before the end of the second season. Do you feel you might be able to try and maybe get yourself up there in the championship, or do you feel like it might be too late for the championship, but you want to score a couple of wins or podiums at least? Like, what's your goal for the rest of the season?
Well, definitely too late to get into the title. It's just too far ahead of me. But I know I can get a couple of wins. Definitely round Brazil. I'm very strong there. Round Spa, same as Spa. So that's a pretty much guaranteed win. And then hopefully, yes, get some podiums around the others. Can be quite strong around USA as well and Mexico. So I've got a couple of strong tracks coming my way.
Okie dokie. Well,
Nice.
I don't really have any more questions, but anyways, good luck for your race, mate. Obviously, it's not going to be easy from being in P17, but obviously, you bide your time well, adapt to the conditions. I have a feeling we could maybe see you back in the virtual comms box, maybe as driver of the day, or maybe even a podium. You never know.
Oh, you never know. Right, thanks, lads.
In a bit, bud.
Well, mate, good luck. Have fun.
Thank you. I will do.
In a bit, bud.
In a bit. Right, going on board with Peppermeat, who is now actually going into the DRS zone. And look at that, a little bit of team play by the Racing Point, the man with the cash, the man of many nicknames. He's given his friend a tow as Peppermeat, wrong button. Peppermeat passes the man with the cash, and that tow really did help. Peppermeat goes fastest in the second sector. Obviously, he's the first car on track, so we won't know for sure how quick this lap is until multiple cars goes round the final laps. However, Peppermeat went on the mediums. Are they trying to play with us? Because we know it's a wet start.
I think he's just doing what Peanut did, but in Q2. And Peanut, Peppermeat.
Oh! Actually, on medium tyres, that's a really good lap. A 33.6. I mean, the fastest time was like a 30... Oh, okay. I was going to say 31 was the fastest time. Schumacher puts himself at the top of the table, instantly sets Peppermeat down, but he did do it on a soft tyre. Same with Shane, a 32.6. So that Renault has put himself there. Josh S04 has put himself in second place. A 32.1.
Nice.
Mercedes in second place. However, we've got some more cars out on the track. The man with the cash now actually on his flying lap. Same with VR46 and Andrew Alpha. It's definitely looking interesting.
The two Red Bulls are looking quick today. So the two Racing Points. Strength looking quite quick as well. Lukey as well. Man with the cash is looking pretty good. Brazina.
I actually had...
Schumacher.
Oh, yeah, Tommy Bresner, championship leader.
Yeah.
I was going to say... oh, sorry, go on ahead quickly while you finish on that. Sorry. Oh, it's not important.
Okay. Yeah, just going to say Toby as well. We haven't seen him do very well since for quite a long race. But yeah, 133.2 on those mediums. But yeah, Toby, he hasn't had the best mid-season since the start. He's kind of fallen off. He looked quick in Q1 though.
Is the stream all right, by the way? It looks like there's a little bit of lag.
There's a bit of lag.
It happens. The stream's okay still, hopefully. Like, you know, you get jitters, but that's just normal.
Yeah, I'll let you know if like anything, you know, pretty
Major.
bad happen. Yeah.
Well, Brundle's also on a lap. I was actually just going to say then, Element. So now, I mean, F1 2020 is going to be... Oh, fastest first sector by Brundle. F1 2020 is going to be the final... Oh, Andrew Alpha, a 31.7. And he actually goes... Hang on, that's 8th. No, 7 thousandths of a second faster than Schumacher.
Yeah.
Very quick time. I was going to say, F1 2020 is going to be the last F1 game of this current console generation, because F1 2021, obviously that's going to be a little bit more down the road, but yeah, F1 2021 is going to be in the next generation of consoles. So do you think we'll see a massive like quality gap between 2020 and 21?
It all depends. Like, you know, the quality, like the graphics on the new Xbox and PS4, or PS5, whatever, are pretty good. So it just depends how Codemasters decide to abuse that. To be fair, but they've done pretty well with this game, as in like the graphics of it, with what they've had to work with. So I think it could be pretty good. To be fair.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, what we can really see with F1 2020, and I'm hoping they'll be like in a way like cross platform, not cross platform. Well, maybe I'm hoping maybe in future to really diversify formula. What's happened?
Last corner across the line, he invalidated his lap.
Oh,
That's a heartbreaker.
32.8 as well. That would have put him 8th fastest. No, that would have put him 7th fastest. No, 6th.
6th,
Anyways,
7th, one of those two.
I was going to say, to really diversify Formula One leagues, it would be cool to maybe see in future cross-platform play. Oh!
Could do.
Bresner.
Brezina. Tell you what, look, couldn't beat his teammate.
Fastest.
Yeah. Right, so
the championship leader, out-qualified currently by his teammate.
Oh, Andrew Alpha, purple sector. Oh no, it isn't. Come on, just came up with purple sector. What's happened there? Oh, Toby, Brundle, and it looks like Luke. What the hell happened there?
There's been contact?
There has been contact. Toby was facing the barrier.
Yeah, Toby's missing a wing. Oh God.
Right, he's coming off.
So
so
Brundle's
not.
Was that'll be dealt with.
Jace
if
Lee.
that was an incident between people, well, Brundle's looking very slow. Oh, Brundle's out of fuel. That's probably what happened. Brundle was probably out of fuel. Toby came across the limping Ferrari, and then a mistake might have been made.
It could be, mate. You never know. I've got onto. I've recorded it. But
oh, Marco again has invalidated a lap time, and actually, Iotes is doing it again in the very end. Well, second fastest sector by the Toro Rosso. Can he set himself a quick time? Andrew Alpha, happy where he is in the pits.
yeah. Right then. Iotes across the line. 7th.
7th fastest.
Okay. Brezina's into the pits. And then we just gotta wait for
Rapid Sprays has still not come out.
I think he's doing what he did earlier.
He's just leaving us in suspense.
Probably.
Red Bull is on the track with a racing point. Only a few cars actually on a lap. It looks like Iotes is on a cooldown. So VR46 is looking to make the push.
Let's see what Pepper can do.
VR actually just goes fastest in the first sector.
Oh, nice. The hell, Mohammed Cash says. Oh, okay, maybe. Right.
Mohammed Cash is on an outlap.
Yeah.
Peppermeat needs to do a good lap to secure himself
I
into
think he's
Q2.
validated. He's turned it back down. That's unfortunate.
However, VR has not turned his car down on the push with mode 4 on the ERS and going faster. He's fastest in the second sector again. This Red Bull is really going for it.
These Red Bulls are looking quick today, you know.
Yeah, and actually, I think he got really good power, you know, with Andrew Alpha and VR. Both of these guys are incredibly quick. I wouldn't be surprised to see if, you know... Oh, no! Oh! VR!
In the last corner.
Oh, he's reversing!
Oh!
He reversed and then went into the pit lane.
Oh, that's not good at all.
If that was real F1, that would have been classed as illegal crossing into the pit lane. That actually, after making this mistake, he managed to stop, reverse, and instead of doing a whole lap around, went into the pits.
Yep, the Shrews are not gonna. I don't know what the Shrews are gonna think of that, but
We'll carry on. That's a bridge that will be, you know, they'll have a little
cross with later. Got nothing to do with us.
Yeah. Well, Peppermeat,
Right, Mama, the
he's
cash
still
is down the
going
lap.
for.
Then, right, Peppermeat is in a lap. Peppermeat's gonna actually. I think Peppermeat might actually run out of ERS before he finishes his lap.
I was going to say, he doesn't look like he's doing good on ERS management. I think he might have turned down the battery, because obviously he backed off near the latter stages of the lap. I don't know if Peppermeat will have enough in him to
Oh, I'm
get through. He actually goes fastest in the second sector! We say that. He's actually doing good.
So we can do
I
that.
mean, everyone has been saying that Peppermeat is like an F2 hero. Everyone's been cheering this man on a lot. It's the same with, I guess I say the same with the man with the cash. I'd say these racing points are like this division's favourite in terms of the fan base. And Peppermeat actually goes faster, even with worn tyres and low ERS. A very good job indeed by Peppermeat.
Right, his teammate now, Mama the cash.
Yeah, it doesn't set down the Mercedes of Josh. Yeah, I think he's got on board with the man with the cash, the man of many nicknames. He went fastest in the first qualifying session. Can he do it again in Q2? Around the last corner. This is where VR invalidated his lap around the second to last corner. Man with the cash goes wide. He does it!
And he went wide.
Just barely beats Andrew.
Rapper sprays
Now
down the lap.
Lukey.
Rapper sprays, he's actually started his lap, but yeah, Lukey first.
Lukey actually was so close to getting a potential win in Singapore, but he had to settle for second place. And he goes round the last corner. Lukey goes second fastest.
Oh,
Now the rapid sprays in the Ferrari.
Oh,
He goes
sick.
sixth fastest.
Right, there's so many people out now.
Oh,
so Brundle.
dearie me. If anyone's going to be sweating right now, it's Josh. Because he was, for a moment, fifth fastest. And he was set down by... Now he's ninth. Oh my God. Jay Slee sets the man down.
Right, there are Marco.
Peppermeat's in danger.
Is on a lap. Is Ike's on a lap? Ike's has just started his...
VR46 is now on a lap.
VR's going to do a lap as well because he's in trouble. That's cheating.
Darren Marco goes fastest in the second sector.
Okay.
Toro Rosso is looking very quick. I think he underfueled the car because he's already running low on fuel.
Maybe. I think he's just done it so we can do one lap. One lap only.
Yeah, that's
Is it
what
gonna
I'm
pay
thinking.
off?
Oh, no. He goes
This is out.
11th fastest. That's the end of his session.
Kirby's got
Mr.
to start his
T,
lap. Josh.
he goes round the last corner. He just makes it to
Josh,
start.
sixth.
Josh goes sixth fastest. He's safe, but Shane's now in danger of being knocked out. Peppermeat 10th.
Right, okay. So Toby's only just started his lap. Now the two racing points
Brundle's
are into
second
the pit.
fastest. The next car that's ready to set a lap is Brundle. He's now going round the last few corners. This Ferrari has got to give it everything to get through into Q2 to join his teammate Rapid Sprays, who now goes round the last corner. Can Brundle set himself up into Q2? Only 10th He's in danger. It all depends on one Toro Rosso and VR. Round the last corner goes Iox. Doesn't do it. VR 46. Can he set the Red Bull down? He doesn't. No. VR is out of Q2. Brundle safe.
Peppermeat.
Marco as well. Peppermeat out. Toby out. What happened to Toby?
Toby retired on track.
Oh dear. Oh my God! I bet Shane and Brundle were crapping themselves.
Look at the Gavin. Look at the Gavin VR and Brundle.
Oh my God! VR only 3,000th of a second slower than Brundle. Oh my God!
This is absolutely crazy. Unlike a Toro boys.
Oh my God!
Still a long race.
VR.
You're right, top notch. You are top notch.
Gets through there. But he doesn't go faster. Even though he reversed and went into the pit, it saved him massive time. Even though he did that, it didn't really work for him still. It's still out of the qualifying session regardless. Oh!
Right. What?
The Red Bull just crashed into the... And Josh as well!
Josh was in the pits, man.
No, the air crashed! Oh, thank God! Oh,
Yeah, Josh
oh
retired
my
in the
God!
pits.
I saw loads of AIs just hitting each other.
Oh.
And all I see is a Red Bull smash the hell out of itself on the back of a Toro Rosso.
Yeah, it's not like he's dropped back to 15th or whatever, so he's still 11th.
That is true. So
right.
The cars out of the session is TIR Tobes in 15th, DRM Marco and Iox, both the Toro Rossos out in 14th and 13th, Peppermeat 12th and VR 11th. In the top three is Andrew Alpha 3rd, Lukey 2nd and Mamada Cash 1st. Again, I'd say let's get Peppermeat.
Oh no. The chat is about to get mental. Yep, Jamie J puts it. Yep. Peppermeat from 12th to 1st. From 12th till 1st to take your of the day again. Right.
Here we are. Into Q3 we go. So, as we have at the moment, we've got both the Ferraris, both the Alphas. So, the Italian Formula 1 teams have prospered today in the qualifying sessions.
There you go.
We've only got one Williams, one Merc, one Renault, one Red Bull and one McLaren. And also adding on the one Racing Point. Hey, Peppermeat, welcome to the virtual comms box. Make sure you've included your audio, mate.
Have to.
There you go.
Peppermeat, so you only just managed to set a really good lap, even though you had like no ERS. Unfortunately, due to some of the cars setting you down, I bet that's a bit of a bitter taste in your mouth today, mate.
Yeah, I thought that was good enough. That's why I thought it was good enough. I underfueled the car as well, just for one run. I was pretty confident that I wouldn't invalidate. It was a good lap, it's just, you know.
It was a very good lap.
He was on two-lap-old tyres. Yeah, I was going to say, you out-qualified your teammate for a moment there. You had two-lap-old tyres, so like the optimum grip was all gone. Like you just had, you know, the tyres starting to slowly wear. Low ERS, and he still went pretty quick. Imagine if you had perfect tyres, low fuel, you know, the low fuel to go out with, and full battery. I reckon you probably could have gotten into the top 3.
I'm not going to use the tyres as an excuse because I was purple 1 and 2, I think, and then it was green sector 3 because of no ERS.
Yeah, I saw that, but
so I think that's what done me was the ERS ran out in the last sector.
Obviously, it's a wet start today for F2.
I do love a wet start, me. Come on.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, Peppermeat, you definitely did well in Singapore. A wet start again, so twice in a row you're going to be starting on the intermediate tyres. Where are you thinking you're going to finish today in these conditions?
Top 5, I perform best in the wet. I love wet things. Come on.
You like, you know, wet tyres, you're feeling confident?
cheeky.
Yeah, we'll do what we do.
So, how are you feeling about your teammate, the man with cash? Because Obviously, he's been doing really good in quali pace, but the last couple of races, he hasn't had the best of luck in the race.
Oh, that'll come. The pace is there. He's gonna be on pole anyway. I'm just. It's just a shame I can't be in Q3 to give him a toe down the back straight, which I would have done.
You know, it's racing at the end of the day. Sometimes you have good luck, sometimes you have bad luck when it comes to certain, you know, conditions or whatever. But still, you did good regardless. And 12th fastest, I mean, you're not too far behind the rest of the pack. And I'd say if anything happens into turn 1, I'd say 12th place is a good spot for you to have a good reaction time, really, to anything happening in front of you.
There actually was a reaction time in Q1. Seal crashed out right in front of me. Had to bail out that one right quick.
So you never know, mate. You might be on the ball today. You might be looking at a possible podium, but your goal is the top 5. But
Yeah.
Don't you know, set yourself down. I mean, you never know. You might even pull out a win today.
Good deal. Come on. You know, see what we do.
And before we go, not related to this race, Pete, you've actually become a real favourite in F2. You know, everyone's calling you like
Jason Lee.
the hero. Yeah, Jace Lee with a 1:31.8, so a really quick time. But how do you feel now that you're slightly becoming a crowd favourite in F2?
I'll take it.
A little bit of fame.
Yeah, a little bit of fame. Yeah, I don't mind. No, I like it. I appreciate the support. I love it. I just
Oh,
fucking
Josh,
Yeah,
nice.
It feels nice to have a little bit of a fan base now. Mercedes in third, 32.4. Ferrari in second with a 31.9.
Here comes your teammate,
anyways,
Pepper. Here comes your teammate.
Come on, Cash, son!
Cross
Cross
the line, third.
Third
Right.
fastest for the man with the cash. And Peppermeat, thank you very much for joining us. Element, have you got any more questions for Peppermeat while
Before
he's
you
still here?
go, Pepper, can you answer these questions quickly? This actually said, can you be my dad?
Oh, Bresner!
Right, quick question.
No.
Quick answers, Pepper. Can you be my dad? No. Judah says, can you marry him?
Yes, that'd be alright. I'll do that one.
And then Jamie J says, Pepper, bring my wife out for a romantic dinner.
That's fine as well, right? First one now, second two, right? No bother.
Wait, Peppermeat, you literally just got engaged to Junior and you're already cheating on him. Like, what the hell, man?
Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
Oh my god!
But anyway, Pepper, good luck for the race,
I think
bud.
it's clear that Red Bull are faster. And yeah, thank you, Peppermeat. And you never know, mate.
See you in a bit.
We might speak to you in the podium or a
see you-
day.
I'll see you in an hour, right?
Yeah,
Right,
see
yeah,
you in
mate.
an hour, bud.
See you in a bit.
See you, mate.
See you in a bit, bud.
I think it's clear to say right now how strong Red Bull have been in F2. I'd say once VR and Andrew teamed up, they were a really, really powerful force. I mean, I know VR had a bit of bad luck in Q2, but Andrew Alpha, I mean, this man has proven to be quick over and over again since he joined the F2 division.
He has as well, to be fair. Verstappen says for him, for who he thinks is going to be top 3, is going to be first Lukey, second Man with the Cash, and third Schumacher. What do you guys think, everyone else who's in the chat, please?
I reckon that it's going to be Man with the Cash first, Andrew Alpha second, and Bresner third.
Really?
Yeah, I reckon so. Bresner's looking... Oh, God! Oh, no, he's gone on in lap. Never mind. I thought he invalidated. No, he didn't validate. He went wide, so he validated his in-lap, but I thought he was going for it for another lap and ended up making a mistake.
Lukey now finishing his lap. Let's see what he can do across the line.
Oh, he goes faster! 31.5! Very good pace from Lukey in the Williams.
So juicy.
This is full-time seat as well. If Lukey gets a podium or even the race win today, he could be... Well, it's obviously going to be his points to keep.
And it's going to help Williams as well.
A little bit of cut over turn 2.
Very quickly, Quetzal says Pepper is my dad. Jamie Day, okay. Cecil Weber says hashtag jerk Merc. So did Falcon hashtag jerk Merc. I love it from you guys. Love it. Keep it going.
Shane going fastest in the second sector, by the way, in the Renault. It's definitely really quick.
Shane's got the pace today. Who do you think is going to be? So you top 3 is going to be. You say in Man with the Cash, and then Andrew Alpha, and then
Andrew
Bruna.
Alpha, then Bresner.
I think for me, well, let's see what Shane does here. to the last corner, down to second. Oh, very close. Fourth.
Fourth fastest. That's very good.
Nice. For me, my top three is, I think, might have to be Mum of the Cash in first. Andrew Alpha in second, and Josh Season 4 in third, just because he's a Mercedes driver. But anyway.
Well,
Number
Schumacher is on a lap again. He's not gone fastest in the first sector, so Schumacher not looking like he's probably going to do really good in that sector there. But now going into the second, we only can wait and see what this Alfa Romeo can really do.
Right, so...
I think it's clear to say, last year Haas was quite a prominent F1 team in Season 1. In Season 2, it looks like Alfa Romeo have been quite prominent.
They've had the drivers, they've had consistency. What can you say, really? Well, not exactly consistency, but it's just been getting
Alfa Romeo are leading the overall
he's backed out.
team
Schumacher's
constructors.
backed out.
Oh, yep, he did. I'll turn down the fuel. I'll turn on the ERS mode if you're going into
I think he's
pits.
going into pits. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'll turn down that ERS mode if I was him, because you know if you come out the pits on a high ERS mode, you're going to waste a little bit in there. They need fuel as well.
Oh, Jamie. Yeah, you're. I mean, you're going to pits.
Oh, Shane just crashed! Oh God! He went
Did he lose
through
from
the
rain?
third to last corner, span, hit the wall. Luckily, not retired, but that was close.
Very close.
If Shane gets in, puts on a fresh set of soft, and then gets back out, he will have enough time to go for another run.
Right, so Jace Lee and Josh are both on a lap lap, and Josh very close to the back of Jace Lee. I don't know what to think here.
What are they doing? Are they racing? Come on, guys, they're qualifying.
Josh, I think Josh just wants a tow.
Yeah. I think Josh was looking to speed up, get past Jace Lee, but then he backed off a little. But come on, lads, it's qualifying. It's not the race yet. Hold your horses. You know, give it another 3 minutes and you'll be on track racing. So, you know, hold your fire. Jesus, these guys are looking very, very racy. You know, I mean, fair play. You want to get to that line quickly, but you don't need to overtake each other going into turn the final
Whatever
corners.
their boats.
Jace Lee.
Right, there we go. That's not the lap. So it looks like just Brundle and Schumacher. Schumacher's already come in now. Where's Brundle is already out as well. Okay.
Brundle's on an out lap now. Both Ferraris are actually going. They're going to make it. Schumacher, it's only just left the pits. He has to really put his foot down, otherwise Schumacher's going to be looking at 10th place.
Nah, he'll make it easy, man. When he left the pits, like when he pressed Y, wherever button he has it, he was 20 seconds, so you'll make it easily. Unless he doesn't. I mean, if he crashes or something, then that's not luck. But right, Mum of the Cash is next to cross the line to start a lap. Sorry. But Jace Lee and Josh are the first ones. So Jace Lee then Josh. Josh has actually got a bit of a Red Bull coming in his way. Let's just hope that he gets out of the way just in time. Yeah, he does. There you go. Good work.
And Jace Lee now approaching the DRS zone. In the DRS zone. Let's see what kind of pace he's looking at for the second sector. He's actually gone fastest in the second sector. Jace Lee could be looking very good. We can't actually forget this. McLaren's actually proven to be very quick from time to time. Challenging for potential pole sitting time in qualifying and even attacks in races as well. This McLaren is definitely someone you can't turn your eyes off of, because you never know when Jace Lee's going to pull one out of the hat.
Right, here we go then. Jace Lee across the line.
Oh!
Fifth. He just improves.
Oh, Josh goes sixth fastest. Now we've got Schumacher beginning. Andrew Alpha now beginning. Who's next?
It's going to be Mum of the Cash.
Yep, nope, he's invalidated.
Who?
Man with the Cash.
Oh, no, he hasn't. He's starting 8.
Yeah, Man with the Cash. He is not getting up there. Lukey is first, Andrew Alpha second, Bresner third. The only people that can do some damage is the Ferraris right now, and that's Brundle. Brundle's gone fastest in the second sector. Can he put himself up to the top of the table? We'll find out momentarily. And it looks like Schumacher will actually be able to set a fast time as well. So Schumacher will be also adding on to that pile of dangerous drivers for Lukey, Andrew and Bresner. So round the second to last corner will go RSF1 Brundle. Can he keep the momentum going and the quick time to get the pole sitting time into the final qualifying session? He gets third fastest! He gets third fastest Ferrari on the top three!
Schumacher, Brezina now. Brezina is going to come across the line.
The championship leader got overtaken by the Ferrari. Can he get his position back? He can! He sets Brundle back down and he sets down that outer Red Bull. And Rapid Spray's invalidated somewhere near the end of the lap! It might have been the second to last corner, but Rapid Spray starts in front of the man with the cash.
Schumacher.
Can he start in front of Schumacher? This is all we can find out now. If Rapid Spray is ahead of Schumacher and the man with the cash, that might at least be somewhat decent for him. It all depends on Schumacher. No, it's Alfa Romeo for the top three. Lukey starts on pole, Bresner second, and his championship rival and teammate.
No. Lukey.
Shane is not on a lap as well. Lukey goes even faster! A 31-2!
Oh, man.
Good God. Andrew Alpha just couldn't do it in time. I'll tell you what though, very, very good work from those guys.
Wow.
And that is it for qualifying. And what looked like Alfa Romeo weren't going to be able to do anything, Schumacher and Bresner. Top three, they're championship rivals and teammates. This is where it gets really, really juicy for the F2 division. So going into the top 10, the man with the cash who's been taking the top position in 2 qualifying sessions actually starts plumb bottom of the session. And he'll be starting 10th in the race. Rapid Sprays in the Ferrari will be 9th. Josh, Season 4 in the Mercedes, will be starting 8th. Jace Lee 7th. Shane 6th, that's a good position for Shane, that's a really good result for him. 5th Brundle, 4th Andrew Alpha, 3rd is RSF1 Schumacher, 2nd Bresner, and then Lukey, when taking his brand new race seat in the Williams, takes top of the table for Q3 and starts on provisional pole.
I think, right, let me very quickly, while these guys are setting up and everything, should I go through the standings now? See what the gap is and stuff like that?
Yep, you go through the standings.
Right, okay. And that also gives you time to go to the toilet or whatever you need to do. Right, so, standings Division 2. Brezina is winning with 144 points. Behind it is Schumacher with 134. Jace Lee is now 3rd with 116. Rapid Sprays has jumped up to 4th with 100 points. Man with the cash is now 5th.
Ioke's readied up!
Oh, no, I've got to record that. I'll very quickly go through this one. Brundle 84, VR 67, Andrew Alpha 54, Shane 44, Seal 32, Peppermint 32, Peanut 32, Iox 29, Josh 23, Lukey 19, Agrura Racer 8, Dion Marco 4, Martin 4, Tobes 0, and Alex Young 0. There we go then. We haven't got the time for anything, but I guess I'll just do formation lap then. Oh, that's a real big bummer, to be fair. Right. In 18th, we have RSF1 Seal in the Renault. In 17th, we have WOR Peanut in the Williams. In 16th is Agreeable Racer in the McLaren. In 15th, we have TIR Tobbs in the Haas. In 14th is DRM Marco in the Toro Rosso. In 13th is Ioke's in the Toro Rosso. In 12th is Peppermeat in the Racing Point. In 11th is VR46 in the Red Bull. In 10th, we have Man with the Catch in the Racing Point. In 9th, it is XX Rapid Sprays in the Ferrari. In 8th is Josh S04 in the Mercedes. In 7th is Jace Lee in the McLaren. In 6th, we have RSF1 Shane in the Renault. In 5th, we have Brundle in the Ferrari. In 4th, we have Andrew Alpha in the Red Bull. In 3rd, we have RSF1 Schumacher in the Alfa Romeo. In 2nd is Tomic Brezina in the Alfa Romeo. And pole, we have Lukey in the Williams.
There we are. That is the formation lap. Thank you very much, Element. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The cars are lining up on the grid. So in just a brief moment, we'll begin.
That's just unfortunate. I watched it back. I knew it was fun. Alright, let's go.
Here we go, rounding up onto the line. There we are. 5 red lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in the Russian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go for the F2 division in Russia. And here we go. Looks like Lukey got a really bit of a bad start going off the line. He's being challenged by Tomic Brezna going into the straight. And he's being challenged by Tomic Brezna. It looks like Andrew Alpha got a really good run. Brundle actually gets, oh my God, we got a car going down the back. What was that? Damage.
No.
Oh, into turn 1. Brezna hit Lukey, and Schumacher got caught in that. Andrew Alpha takes the lead. No, Brezna takes the lead. It looks like someone hit someone on the inside anyways. Andrew Alpha, Andrew Alpha, Josh Season 4 in 2nd, Tomic Brezna 3rd, Shane 4th, VR 6th, Schumacher 6th, 7th, Jace Lee 8th, Rapid Sprays, 9th, Lukey, Pepper Mees in 10th. And looks like there's battles going on in the mid-sector, and we lost to Bitsy and Pepper Mees.
Oh my gosh, Schumacher's in 6th now.
Shane's challenging VR46 for 5th. Josh takes the lead of the Russian Grand Prix. Looks like Andrew Alpha really did suffer somewhere.
Marco's round. Oh no. This is carnage.
This has been so interesting. It looks like, as a moment there, Brezna went for an ambitious move down the inside. Hits Lukey, catches Schumacher. Toby again. Oh, if anyone's going to be getting bad luck today, it's this man who just returns after a little bit of time away. Instantly a bad day in the office, but I never know, a safety car might come out and save this man's day. We'll find out momentarily. However, we cannot ignore the fact that, for the moment, Josh in the Mercedes is actually pulling away from Andrew Alpha, who's struggling in these wet conditions, but it looks like Josh is struggling a tiny bit.
It looks like everyone's struggling, trying to get used to this now. Going from.
I don't think this was intermediate conditions.
Oh, Rapid Sprays
doesn't look like
the second to last corner. Oh, he's about to get tasty. Oh, Rapid Sprays.
And he does it. No, he doesn't.
Come back on him. That is like
they touched
on Rapid Sprays, and it looks like Ajax keeps the position.
Rapid Sprays has got the slipstream with the ERS, goes round there outside into the slight bend, and here's where it gets really interesting, because when we get to the first corner, it's where they're going to have to really decide who's backing off and who's staying. Yeah, it looks like Rapid Sprays.
Apparently it was Brundle. It was apparently Brundle who caused the little bit of carnage there in turn 1.
Well, we'll find that at the
Rapid Sprays and
end
Ajax
of the race.
That's it. Rapid Sprays now gets past Ajax. We've lost Dion Marco, who's retired in the pits. And now Ajax on the back of Rapid Sprays. Again, these two are good at it. It's just helping man with the catch up now. As it looks like, I tell you what, Josh is pulling away.
Josh is pulling away in the Mercedes.
Lukey and the real racer now going at it. It looks
Schumacher and Shane.
Yeah, Schumacher's. Lukey lost it. That could have ended dirty. Look at Brazino over the back of Andrew Alpha. Schumacher needs to get past Shane now, who should I think might be holding up a little bit. Because as soon as Brazino gets past Andrew Alpha, he could be in here for a shout at winning this race.
That's about 5 cars that got caught in that turn 1 carnage. How many people was affected by that? I do not know. Oh my god! Schumacher broke himself! Schumacher broke himself, and that leaves him vulnerable for Jace Lee, who challenges round the outside. And Jace Lee and Schumacher go side by side into the chicane in the last sector. They will not be giving each other oh god, that's quite interesting. Rapid Sprays is challenging Jace Lee. He saw this little battle going on. He's just like, yep, I'm getting in on this stuff. It looks like Jace Lee is trying to catch up with Schumacher, but these wet conditions, it's hard for him to challenge. Josh, however, lost a little bit of time to VR46.
So Brezina fast stop of the race there. So little Brezina's feeling very quick.
VR46 is actually catching Bresner.
The top two have pulled away. The two Red Bulls, the Mercedes and the Alpha Premier with the fastest lap of the race.
Meat looking very good even after that first lap spin. Oh, and it looks like Bresner had a little bit of a lag spike, and it's allowed VR to get close. Oh, VR loses the back end a little bit.
This is very good. Now Shane's got a bit of breathing space. So does Schumacher. So it looks like these guys just want to catch up to the top 4. Shane's currently 1.3 seconds behind. VR getting pretty close to the back of Brezina now.
Iotes is catching up to Rapid Sprays.
Yeah. Oh my god, man with the cash now in 10 man. I tell you what, Luke has had a whole start after that one. He went from pole to 12 in the space of living a corner, and he's got wing damage as well.
Jace Lee's gone wide. Jace Lee's gone wide, and that's allowed Schumacher to pull away and Rapid Sprays to get close. Oh, Rapid Sprays touches the back of the McLaren. No loss there by any damage to the Ferrari, and Jace Lee, no loss to his time whatsoever. It doesn't even look like they even bothered him at all, so luckily
Shane's catching
no
up, VR's
done.
looking for a move, Andrew Alpha's gone a bit too deep. Brezina's not going for a move. Is he going to get it? He gets a switch back, so does VR.
Charging down the inside goes one Red Bull. It's free wide to the chicane. Oh, the touch!
VR gets through. Does VR get through, or does Brezina hold it? Well, they're still side by side, going into
he
the last
does
corner.
Teamwork play by Red Bull.
It's beautiful. Shane's having a little look at it now. The Red Bulls, second and third. Shane for a little look. He doesn't get the room that he needed. Schumacher losing the backhand going into the last corner there. And this just helped Josh, who's now 1.3 seconds ahead of the pack.
Are we going to see team orders being played by both the Red Bull, as Andrew Alpha has got VR46 raining down on him going into the straight? But will Red Bull take this?
Side by side into the straight. Man with the cash looking for a little gap, see if he can get it, but it looks like Iotes is defending well against Rapid Sprays. And now man with the cash and brace a little bit too much, and he gets a 3 second time.
Oh, he gets a penalty!
Oh, that is not good at all. What a race. Oh my god, the two Red Bulls are struggling through that corner. Josh is...
They're still battling! Rapid Sprays and Iotes, they're touching wheels, but they're still respectively racing. Rapid Sprays goes a little bit deep.
Get the position away.
Good save.
With the cash now, with the cash and Rapid Sprays.
Good save.
And the inside's gonna go.
No, he doesn't.
Lag going on.
Yeah, that was the amount of cash lagging a little bit there. Amount of cash was going to try and take the opportunity. I don't even think the amount of cash has got really good pace in these wet conditions, as Agreeable Racer picked up a 3 second time penalty.
Oh, he lost the back end. So it looks like it's just battles going on everywhere. So it looks like Josh 1.9 now behind the two Red Bulls. Andrew Alpha finally seems to have picked up a space. Still waiting on Brundle to get a pen. Yeah, but Brundle's keeping it nice and clean. Well, I'm not going to say.
Andrew Alpha is actually gaining a lot on the Mercedes. It looks like just off the back end into the bridge.
What happened to the VR and just outbroke himself. Tell you what, Shane is doing very well.
Yeah.
To keep it within DRS, if you know, like within a second on these guys. The top 4 seem to have some great pace around here. And it looks like Andrew Alpha's got a bit too deep.
Andrew did outdone himself. He outbroke himself going into the second to last corner, or coming out of it, sorry. Went very wide. I imagine that's a warning at least for exceeding track limits. However, he lost a tiny bit of time, but tell you what, it looks like Josh is struggling tremendously in terms of grip around the corners. I think his setup is starting to really go back and... Oh my god!
Oh, that's a pen. That's going to be a warning.
No, that's at least a warning.
Yes, it is. He's got a warning. Oh no!
Oh, and
so he's got 2
Toby
warnings.
again.
What was happened here?
Toby spun again. That, so has Andrew at least got 2 warnings?
Yeah, he has got 2 warnings. So Andrew's got 2 warnings. Josh has got 1 warning. VR's got 1 warning, so it looks like Brazina's got nothing. She's got 2 warnings, yeah, so it looks like
looks like
Schumacher's got
VR
anything.
wants to get past his teammate. This man is he's looking very impatient,
Bless
trying
you.
to catch up to both the top 2. You even got a bless you from Element. And going into the DRS zone, even though there's no DRS because it's the wet conditions, this is where Josh could really fall apart with the lead of the race. As it looks like Andrew Alpha got a really good run there out of the corner, but Josh gets that better traction coming out onto the straight. This is the moment of truth. If Andrew Alpha is going to probably try and maybe make the move in the Mercedes, he's got that top end speed and Josh does not. I think Josh has got the aero. That
he
this
brings
does.
up again.
Oh my god!
Andrew
Alpha.
Look at him. Is VR going to try and get the cutback on his teammate to try and make the move? They're going to go side by side. They are side by side, and it looks like VR gets past him. Andrew Alpha just lets him go.
I think that might have been team
and
orders.
it looks like Brazina is looking for a move on the Red Bull there. Look at the pack behind Iox. Oh, Jace Lee. And Jace Lee gets past Iox.
Oh, VR goes wide! VR goes wide on the same corner Andrew did a lap beforehand. Schumacher and Iox, there's a 3-second time penalty. It looks like Seal and Lukey butting shoulders going into last couple of quarters. Oh my god! Look at that!
Oh, no.
Come on, lads! Oh my god! Oh no! And look at the track, it stopped raining!
Yeah, so it looks like it's gonna. Whoever calls it the best is gonna be. Look at RVS.
What's happened?
Drifting. VR was drifting.
No, that's Andrew. That's Andrew Alpha.
Corner.
Shane drifts as well. I think these tyres are starting to fall off.
Schumacher gets
Shane
past.
gets Andrew Alpha.
Yeah, he does. And Schumacher and Andrew Alpha going side by side now into corner 6,
Oh,
7,
the touch wheels.
8. I think it's either going to have to be you pit in this lap or next one because the track is
It's so
drying
close
up
racing.
a lot. And I mean a lot. Brundle 3 seconds time
Brundle
running
gets
the
a
race.
penalty. Jace Lee is being challenged by Iox going into the next corner, and it looks like Iox is going to make the move around the outside. Jace Lee breaks early, and it looks like he has to surrender the move. It looks a bit of a contact there, and Jace Lee gets a little bit of a wiggle, and that allows Iox to get ahead, and that's now putting Iox under pressure from Rapid Race in 9th place. However, VR46 is now catching up to the race leader, Josh S04. They both lose the back end going into the tunnel. Josh is desperately doing his best to hold this guy off, but VR is not having any of it. But however, these guys must want to change tyres. Oh, and Josh continues to struggle. These tyres must be falling off by now. But as I said, the spray is too bad.
No,
they can't do it. The spray is still there. It's too early.
I think Josh might be running a dry setup compared to some others. That's why he's struggling a little bit.
Shane gets
first
a
3 second time penalty. Shane is in 4th. He's doing very
Here we
well.
go. The battle for the moment we're going to be looking at now is VR46 is now going to attack Josh S04 into turn 1. Is he going to try? And no, he's going to back off. He's going to wait for another run because it looks like VR was going to maybe make the move to try and take the lead of the Russian Grand Prix. Now going into the left-hander.
You've got a better run on Josh. Josh's a bit sideways. So is VR.
No, they both get a bit of a bad bit of oversteer. Bresner now gets to see both of them struggling and make the move. However, because Josh is struggling and defending, VR can't just make the move too preemptively. He has to wait for that correct timing. Lukey now pits. Oh, they both lose the back end a little bit. Josh is struggling with all he's got to hold these guys off, and he's got Bresner behind him.
Shane is struggling. He's lost a second in that sector alone.
Lukey's
on the
mediums.
Look at the move on Iox on Andrew Alpha there. It looks like Iox is absolutely flying now. And the question
Andrew
is...
Alpha's... I have a feeling these inters, have fallen off to all hell.
It's also... no, they're still good. It's just because
Lukey.
of...
Let's look at Lukey. He's onto the immediate... Oh, there's no spray! There's no spray!
No, I think he's done it well.
No, there's a tiny bit. There's a tiny bit.
Oh, VR breaks himself. He's got a bit too deep.
Oh!
And now Brazina's going to look for a move.
That's going to allow Bresner to challenge!
Alright then. Oh my god! Alright, Brazina's
It's hard whether to say if Lukey made the right call.
I think they should go in now. Oh no. Yeah, Shane's going in.
No,
yeah, everyone else behind him is going in. Oh no, it's only Schumacher and Shane that's in.
I think it's too early to say for now. Oh, something's happened. Oh my god, there's been a mass pile-up going into the pits.
Oh my god. He's got wing damage. Oh, right.
And yet
okay.
again, going into turn 1, VR does look like he's catching up to Josh, but he can't do anything.
Yeah, JC's got wing damage, and so has Man with the Cash. So they both had to pit, and now there's a double stack between the two. Oh no. There's a double stack between the
For Racing Point, this has gone
Two Racing
absolutely
Points.
topsy-turvy.
Ditch VSC now because of that, and
Virtual
That's
safety
complete-
car!
that's
This is going to play
completely
well for the
ruined.
race leaders!
that's completely ruined the leaders.
No, because now the leaders can pit. Remember, the other cars can only stick to the Delta. It's not a safety car, it's a virtual.
No, but what I mean is the leaders are now absolutely, they've just ruined this because they can't go any faster. The guys that were in the pits, they've now come out, and the leaders have lost time to the guys that came out in the mediums now on the hards as well. So Man with the Cash on the hards, Toby's on the hards, Rondell still hasn't pitted yet for those slicks. And
We'll have to wait and see. And let's look at the, there we go, green flags once again. The gap between Shane and Josh
Yeah, there's no
is 30
spray.
seconds.
Oh, beautiful call from the Renault. Ah, Shane!
Toby!
No, Shane's lost his front wing. Oh, what the?
We lost Toby! And Shane's gone again!
That is absolutely completely.
No safety car.
Shane's lost his front wing. He was literally, he put the power down. He put the
Here we
DRS enabled
go.
as
Josh
well.
is now pitting. DRS is now enabled. The race leaders now pit. This is important. This is crucial for the race leaders as Shane is now struggling to catch up. This could mean Schumacher could be looking at their lead, but he's way too far behind. He's struggling for grip by the looks of it. A few corners behind. Only time can tell what's going on as Josh goes out. Bresner!
Has he got wing damage? Yes, he has got wing damage. He's hit the wall again. He's got wing damage again. He can't keep it on the track.
You
Neither
know
can
what?
Shane. Shane
Josh
now
gets to
gets
keep the lead. Josh now leaves the pit. The lead stays his.
Andrew Alpha, 10-second time
A
penalty.
freeze. 10-second. He's left the session. He's crashed as well.
He's crashed out. He has crashed
That's
out.
a safety car. That's
That's
so
a safety
brilliantly
car.
for the leaders. Josh goes wide. I'll tell you what, if you're the leading cars right now, you are going to have a smile on your face. You've just pitted onto those new tyres now, and then here comes a safety car. Yes, it bunches the pack up.
That's
but
going to help out
they-
Shane, who just had the wing damage.
That's because of Andrew Alpha, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was. No, it wasn't. No, Shane came out. He was fresh air, no one around him, and then he put the power down on the curb, and he just lost it completely.
That's good for Lukey, actually. Lukey was come last.
Yeah. Primus, I am so confused on what the hell's going on this race.
So am I.
Why is
What
Nick
the hell's
stop?
going on?
Nick just stopped on the track. What?
What?
I don't know. He just had to stop
Oh
on
no,
the
it's the
track.
Delta. He's
Right,
got
man with the
to,
how come
keep
man with the
Delta.
cash is on the hards? Okay. I don't think that's the best option for man
There's
with
a
the cash.
safety car
to be honest
parked
with
on
you.
the air.
Oh!
Shane!
Again, no Shane! Oh no.
He dodged the safety car and crashed into the wall.
Oh no, Shane.
Oh my god!
I've actually had to record so much. I'm gonna have to delete some
IO
stuff.
gets a
after.
5-second
IO,
time
5-second
penalty
time
for
penalty.
exceeding the track limit.
Oh no! What the hell is going on this race?
And you know what, Element? With the safety car, these guys can take it easy on these tyres. I think the medium runners can go to the end.
Man with the cash could actually pit it for mediums and still come out in an alright position. If I'm being honest with you.
Oh no,
No.
the safety car ain't moving. The safety car is not moving,
No,
and the
he's
leader
waiting for-
is
he's
catching
waiting for
up to
Josh.
it.
He's waiting for Josh. There we go. Now Josh
There it
caught
goes.
up. Now he's
It's
moving.
moving now. Yeah, it was waiting
Shane
for
needs
the
to
race
catch
leader
up.
to catch up.
Shane still needs to pit. What? Pit?
He has to pee. He
has to
needs to
pee.
pee.
He needs to
To
pit.
pee.
And then he needs to catch up. He's basically
You
going to be
notice-
nearly a lap down.
Spectate Josh for a second, and if you can get a little glimpse at the rear wheels of the safety car, can you still see a tiny bit of spray coming off that safety car? Obviously, DRS is enabled. There's still like something coming off those back
Oh,
wheels.
I mean, it's still going to be like 3 laps until it's proper, you know, dry. But
dry. It's
it's
quite
still-
greasy, actually. That's probably
it's
what
gonna
caused
be-
Shane to hit the wall.
yeah. Shane. I just feel bad for Shane, man. He was fourth. Sorry, he was fifth. Yeah, he was fourth. Looking good and. Verstappen put the guy, the driver in the safety car was laughing so hard at Shane that he wasn't even moving.
Oh, Lukey gets a 3-second time penalty. What was that, sorry?
Verstappen put the driver in the safety car was laughing so hard that he wasn't even moving.
Oh, that's a bit harsh, and Shane. Come on.
Oh man, Shane's about to get lapped. Oh.
Oh, this has gone bad to worse for Shane in the Renault. I mean, with the safety car. I mean,
He's
let's have a look at how many pit stops this man's done.
He's on 3.
3 pit stops. So Lukey's done 2, Brundle's done 2, Peanut has done 2 because of the damage that was sustained in the opening lap.
Brundle's
Josh has gained 7 position.
Brundle.
Look at agreeable racing. He's gained 10 positions.
I don't know. Peanut's not caught up. Mate, I tell you what. Seal, after all of that, is in 11. What?
That's good work from Seal. He DNF'd in Q1. Didn't even get to set a time. He was like 18th place, and he's.
Right, so Josh has got 1 warning still. VR has got 1 warning still. Brazina has got nothing. Rapid Chase has got 2 warnings. Schumacher has got a penalty and a warning. Aguirre Racer has a penalty and 3 warnings. One of them might be because of collisions on him, but he's got 2 warnings. RX has got 2 time penalties and a 5-second time penalty as well. JC has got 2 warnings. Man with the Cash has got a penalty and a warning. Peppermeat has got 2 warnings. Seal has got warning. He's got 4 warnings. There might be 2 of them might be corner cut and the other 2 might be collisions or something. I don't know, but he's got. Peanut's got 3 warnings as well, so the same as a Seal. Brundle's got 1 penalty and a 1 warning. Luke has got 1 penalty.
Josh just got 5 seconds.
What? Oh man.
The race leader is now going to feel that.
Oh, why, Josh? No.
Bro, right now, depends on
Sorry, Shane has got 1.
it all depends on the
penalty.
next few laps.
Andrew has got 1 penalty. Toby has got 3 warnings, so as you're saying, and Marco has got 1 warning. Oh my God, breathe. Oh, Josh, if he clips that, can he get it removed? Because it's a bit too
It
harsh.
depends. I mean, you can get those kind of penalties removed. It all depends on what the stewards say. But then again, that is an issue that's got to be dealt with after the race. Because right now, I think the safety car might be pulling in.
I don't think so. I think he's going to do 1 more lap because he would have come in. He would have already said safety car coming in ages ago.
That is true, yeah. It would have at least done it when they approached the bridge. So yeah, safety car out for 1 more lap. As I did say earlier, this medium compound runners don't get to push their tyres so much, so it's definitely going to be interesting. I think the mediums can definitely go to the end. Unfortunately, the Man with the Cash and Lukey are on the hard compound tyre. We don't know how the tyre grip is going to be looking near the end, but it's definitely an interesting play.
Okay, I mean, the hards can easily go 27 laps. They can do the whole race without pitting. It's the fact that they're going to be so much lower compared to the other guys. Come on, Luke's pitted now for mediums, I believe. So Luke's now changed his mind. Shane's not going to get past him. Oh my God, I generally do not know what the hell's happened this race, and I feel so bad for Josh, man. Oh, Josh. Anyway,
Elements having an emotional time. Lukey is now finally gone onto the mediums.
Right, yeah, so it's just man with the cash on the... Oh, Chase Lee!
Oh no! Jason Lee gets that penalty as well.
So it looks like both Josh and Jace Lee have got the 5-second time penalty. So if they pit again, that's gonna be... Yeah. Wow, this game is so annoying, man. Like, you're under safety car. It's not like you're gaining any. It's not like you're gaining any time or anything, is it? So it's a bit stupid.
Here we go. It's still going through into the second sector.
Right, yeah, everyone's caught up, so it's coming in.
Safety car is still out. I mean, it probably will come in this lap. If it stays out,
There we go.
Lap,
Safety car in this lap.
I didn't see the notification.
Oh, the same for me.
There it is.
There we go. Element is worse than woman improves. Yep. Thank you.
Wait, what?
Oh no. Come on, guys, what's the gap?
Here we go. Here we go for the restart of
Me?
the Russian Grand Prix. Peanut gets a 3-second time penalty down the back of the pack for apparently getting multiple warnings on exceeding track limits and
There you go,
corner
Josh.
cutting.
Holding everyone up now.
Here we go. Because remember, no one can overtake this man until we cross the line in green flag. This man can do everything he wants to. He's bunching up that pack, and that's allowed him to get a really good runaway. So does VR. Bresner, unfortunately, got caught napping there because he was waiting for the moment for them to pull away, so he couldn't get through. Josh, Season 4, carries on and leads the Russian Grand Prix. Meanwhile, VR46 is following him. No DRS yet because, unfortunately...
Trini, what did you give up? Sorry. Yeah, go on, keep going. Pepper Meat and Man with the Cash going at it. The two racing points, and look at Seal and Peter behind them, and look at Shane. Oh no!
Oh, they're in contact! They hit the bollard.
Now Bronzo's having a little
Real
look
Racer
at
and
this
Iox.
as well. A Will Racer and Iox going at it side by side. They nearly touch wheels.
And that allows Jason Lee to get past his teammate. An upcoming battle up ahead.
No,
Peppermeat gets a 3-second time penalty. Josh is now being challenged by the VR. That 5-second time penalty is going to hurt Josh's chances of maybe getting a podium today, especially even now the fact that VR... How many warnings has VR gotten, sorry? He's gotten like 2, isn't he?
He's got 1. He's got 2 warnings. He's got Tommy Rosina's got nothing still. Bradford's got 2 warnings. So yeah,
but Bresner... No, sorry. Oh yeah, Bresner's got no penalty, yes.
Right then, Peppermeat and a Google Racer going at it. Peppermeat gets past the Google Racer quite easily, actually. They're pretty good from him. And it looks like a Google Racer's coming back at him down the inside. Oh my god, Peanut on the inside, the man with the cash. He's going to hold it around the outside for the next corner. And he looks like he has got it, but man with the cash is going to get a better traction on the inside and he's going to keep the position.
Man with the cash on these hards is excelling. Well,
oh, look at the car behind.
Tyres.
They're going at it. Shane and Lukey going at it. There's so much going on now. And looks like the top
oh,
7.
Shane caught a napping Brundle and gets up into the 13th place.
Brundle's
still there, though. Brundle. Oh, they're butting wheels. Oh my god! No damage.
Rapid Space, and Rapid Space gets past Brazina.
Oh, they touch.
So Rapid Sprays is now up to P3, and it looks like Schumacher is under attack from Iox, and Schumacher needs to get past his teammate, because if not, the championship lead is just going to keep pulling away from him. And it looks like Iox as well. He's to the back of this. So Iox looks like he's got some great pace
the best
on
part
these
is
mediums.
Rapid Sprays pushed his way past, well not pushed, you know what I mean. He got himself past Tomic Bresner, and he's gaining like crazy on VR46. VR has 2 warnings. I don't know how many Rapid Sprays he's got, but Rapid Sprays is gaining like crazy on the guy in 2nd place. And because of the 5-second time penalty that's been given to Josh S04, we don't know what's going to happen to that Mercedes. But for what we can tell at the moment, it looks like VR and Rapid Sprays are going to be fighting for the win.
3-second time penalty. Jason's actually catching up to this block pack. I tell you what, VR is going to be enabled this lap. I think VR will be for a little move.
No, I think Rapid Sprays will actually.
But I think everyone's going to go for a move.
Here we go. DRS enabled. Here comes the fun.
VR opens DRS. Look at the straight line speed already compared to Josh.
What's Josh going to do?
He's not going to be close enough this time. Rapid Spray's nowhere near. From Brazina either. Shane neither. Schumacher either. Sorry. Ayox all over the back of this. And look, Brazina
gets a penalty.
You know what
This is compromising to the championship leader. Agreeable racer. He got overtaken. Rapid Spray's got a penalty.
My God! What the hell is going on? Right, VR's the only one. VR is the only person to get a penalty yet. So it looks like VR is absolutely... I mean, VR can just stay where he is and he's won the race.
He just needs to make sure he doesn't get any penalties.
Right, that at the bottom here, what's happening? Remember, the Cash is struggling on those hards. He's in a Renault sandwich by the look of things. Probably it's got a bit of a gap to Jace Lee now, so he needs to close back in. But with these guys in DRS now, it's going to be a DRS train, a DRS fest. As Rapid Spray's a bit too deep there for his liking, and Brazino's all over the back of him now. Oh my God, so much going on. The VR's all over the back of Josh. I see Josh is. Look how much ERS Josh has got compared to VR.
VR! Look at VR's absolute speed going through the chicane, going around the second to last corner. This Mercedes is feeling the pressure from the Red Bull. It's all a matter of what's going to happen. Oh, looks like VR got a little bit of bad traction coming out of the last corner, and that's allowing Josh to slightly get away. And Rapid Spray's didn't suffer bad traction.
Seal gets past Man with the Cash, gets past Google Racers. Looks like Google Racers had a bit of a problem. Josh keeps the lead once
Rapid
again.
Spray's brakes a little bit late. Almost hits the back of VR, but he manages to save it. Lukey and Brundle.
And it looks like Shane wanted to have a little look. Remember, the Cash is now defending from a Google Racer. Down the inside goes a Google Racer into the left-hander here. And it looks like a Google Racer's got the position. What a move! Remember, the Cash can do anything. Remember, the Cash breaks himself. And now Shane gets past. Remember, the Cash. Oh my God, there's so much going on right now. I can't barely breathe.
This is crazy.
Oh my God, the beautiful helicopter shot for this. And Lukey gets a piece of the time penalty.
Lukey, another penalty. The pole sitter for the race ends up down the back of the grid and with penalties to his name. That's not a very nice way to end the day. And look at Rapid Sprays and VR gaining like crazy on the race leader, Josh.
They just can't. They just haven't got that little bit of. That little bit of speed to overtake Josh. It feels like Josh has got the upper hand on the speed, even though they have DRS as well. But then look at how close these guys are. Ayo's smelling the back of the Alfa Romeo.
And that Ferrari is smelling the back of that Red Bull. He is looking very impatient and wants to get past VR, because that penalty, that's going to hurt. Unless VR gets himself a penalty himself, Rapid Sprays will not be looking at getting the potential race win. Look at that. Josh gets a very good run ahead, and now that means Rapid Sprays is closer to VR, and as much as they can't challenge for the race lead, they challenge for second place. VR holds the inside line, and Rapid Sprays can't do anything about it, and that leaves VR to continue in second place. Rapid Sprays has to hold back. Meanwhile, Shane gets ahead of Agreeable Racer, but it looks like he doesn't get the traction coming out of turn one. The Agreeable Racer goes down the inside, gets past Shane.
Look at this massive pack at the front. Josh
Brundle gets another penalty.
Oh my God. Look at VR 2 tenths between them. VR's all over the back of Josh right now, and so is Rapid Sprays. Look at this absolute fest. JC with another time penalty. I'll tell you what, Rapid Sprays, look at him, he's smelling the back of that
Rapid Sprays is going to make the move. He's way too close to fall back now. He is going to make this happen. It all happen to Josh, because Josh doesn't have the track to support him in keeping the lead. The battle happens now, and VR makes a move down the inside where he breaks a little late. Josh tries to stick it around the outside, but VR takes the lead of the Russian Grand Prix for the moment. But look at that, they're still side by side.
There's contact between the Mercedes and the Ferrari, and it looks like they've got fine well.
Any damage?
No, there isn't. Rapid Sprays got blocked in by the Red Bull, and he just couldn't get past Josh, and they just made a little bit of contact, but they're fine. And now Josh's going to get the RS and VR now. Oh, there we go, Josh.
Josh
Seal
is going
with
to
the
get
fast
the
start of the
slipstream.
race so far. Look at Josh straight like speed. Oh my god, that is naughty.
Josh is going to retake the lead of the Russian Grand Prix. And Rapid Sprays is now smelling the best. Look at that. VR must be annoyed. He has spent so many laps trying his best to overtake this guy. He can't get it done. And the one moment VR gets it done, Josh is like, hang on, mate, I want my position back. You get back behind. And now look at that. Rapid Sprays is just annoyed. One moment that Merc was in his crosshair. Now he's continuously stuck in that
Brundle
Red
with
Bull's
another
gearbox.
3-second time penalty.
Another
Man with the cash
time
pit the
penalty
softs.
for Brundle.
The man with the cash, I think he had wing damage or something, but he's pitted. And I'll tell you what, this race is popping off. The two Alfa Romeos just sitting behind. The two Alfa Romeos just can't do a lot, to be fair, with the top three. VR now, is he going to go for a little move on Josh again? Just get such good runs out of the corners, and VR just hasn't got enough to have taken. Saying that, VR now, he's going to be closing on.
Well, VR's going for it.
Sending on the inside. VR gets a
VR's got the penalty. He's got the penalty.
VR now has to tuck in.
Josh needs to now open up a gap of two. They make contact. It looks like Rapid Sprays trying to make a move down the outside.
Down the outside. What a move. And Schumacher trying to hold it down the inside.
Rapid Sprays trying to make the move.
They touch one more time. They're going to touch, and it looks like they touch again. And Schumacher settles in.
Not for long. Schumacher is on the back. It looks like Rapid Sprays just tried to send the move down the inside, but then it looks like VR got a little bit of bad traction coming out the corner, and then they both just made contact. There was nothing that could be done there. Going into turn one. They're still side by side. IoT.
This is a good.
Wait, is there damage now for VR?
Yeah, on Rapid Sprays' car. Schumacher holding it. IoT holding it around the outside of Schumacher. It's going to send it to the inside. Oh! Schumacher just runs him out of road, and he cuts a corner, and he's round.
Oh no! Oh my god! Iotes, what was that?
Oh, Lukey!
Iotes dangerously rejoined the track and smashed out Lukey!
VR is in first!
Oh my god! I watched that happen. Iotes ran out of road, he span around, went to rejoin the track and collected the Williams. That was dangerous re-entry if I ever saw it in my life.
Junior said it's okay. I didn't want to see Schumacher and Ajax battle anyway. What? Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. There's no point of Pete. There's no point of. I mean, they could all go to the softs, but the people that've got the 5-second time penalties, they're just going to be straight. Like, they're just going to be right at the back of the grid now. It's going to help Mum with the cash as well. Mum with the cash pitted onto softs.
Oh my god! With the safety car, it's hard to tell. Josh is not going in. VR is staying out.
Meter's in. Rundle is now in. Rundle's going to be like in 8th or something like that. Oh my god, no. Josh is not that fast.
Oh my god.
Wait, what happened with Ajax? Because I wasn't watching. Did he just come back on the track?
So basically, after the contact with Schumacher, Iotes got span out. He rejoined the track while cars were still coming and took out Lukey. I know we have to be very, very on the fence with what we see and what we say and all that. But the thing is I could blatantly see Iotes not waiting for a gap to form before he rejoined the track. He instantly went back in and he took out cars that were still racing.
I'll tell you what, those guys, Peppermeat, Rapid Sprays, Man with the Cash. Well, Man with the Cash not as much because it's a 3-lap hold, but Peanut, Shane, and Ajax as well, yeah. They're all going to be flying. Oh my god, what a race, man. Let's shake pens. Right, so VR's got a penalty. Josh has got 2 warnings. But he has got that 5-second time penalty. Brazina has got a penalty. Schumacher has got that penalty as well. Jace Lee has got he's got 2 penalties plus a 5-second time penalty. Seal has got a penalty and 2 warnings. A Blue Racer has got 1, 2, 3 penalties. Brundle has got 1 penalty and a warning. Has he actually got what? Does he? Oh, sorry. Brundle's got 3 penalties and 2 warnings. Peppermeat has got 2 penalties. Rapid Sprays has got 1, as we know. Mum of the Cash has got 1 and 2 warnings. Peanut has got 1 and 1 warning, and Shane has got 1 and 2 warnings. Io's what? Io's got 3 time penalties and a 5-second, which I believe he's already served. Oh wait, no, don't worry. So what? Wait, listen to this. Io's got 1, 2, 3, and then in 1 lap he got 3 penalties, and then in the next lap where he got the softs on, he got another penalty. What?
Good God. This race has gone completely insane. So let's check the.
I've got another. I can tell. Lukey just got skip-douched.
Oh my God. I mean. Skidoosh, and then just like if any of you have seen that film and you know if you had a childhood, Lukey just became Tyler. Unfortunately though, Tai Lung unfortunately just got caught up there by a re-entry onto the track, and that was just
right guys, please don't
say a horrible incident.
The soft runners are going to be beautiful for the
except
end of the
for the man with the cash.
Ook then. What? I'm not gonna say.
Hang on, how many penalties has Schumacher got? Can you quickly just check?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm getting lightheaded. I don't know if that's good or not. He's got a penalty and 2 warnings.
I mean, that safety car was at a perfect timing when VR finally made the move. Josh could not
ran the outside as well. With Josh.
It's absolutely
I don't know.
Incredible. Of how quick things changed. Lukey being on start. Safety car's in.
Oh, a bit late.
So we've had 1 virtual. No, we had 2 virtual.
No, we had 2 virtuals, 2 safety cars.
So that means if anything happens now, it's either going to be 1 more safety car or 1 more virtual safety car. And I agree with the writing that's on the walls of the sponsorships. Thank you, Sochi, because I tell you what, this has been an incredible battle, an incredible race of so much drama happening
and he's
from
away.
the get-go. VR pulls away, but the thing is VR slowed down. He went to racing speed, and as Josh went to catch up to him, VR immediately slammed the brakes on the Mercedes. Is that allowed?
No, I think it's because the game stops him just like by himself, so he just had the throttle on. But woo!
Going into turn 1, Josh is trying to lead. Going into the next few
Peppermeat
corners,
on the outside of
VR holds it.
The stuffs are coming in clutch now, and it's going to go down the inside of Brundle. Now Brundle's got this under pressure from his teammates, and Brundle is actually struggling on these.
I imagine Brundle won't put his teammate in jeopardy.
Oh, Brundle gets another 3 seconds. Oh, Peppermeat gets on the outside of a good racer. What a run! Peppermeat's
on the charge.
Still 3 second time penalty. The top 2 are doing pretty well. It looks like they're doing pretty well now. As Peppermeat is flying. He's already up to P7 on the softs.
And he's catching Seal and Jace Lee with
racer,
ease.
Racer got damage. What the hell's going on? He's struggling on those mediums.
And he's touched Brundle. It's just these soft runners are excelling now. Look at that.
So,
these 14-lap-old medium runners. Peppermeat could even get a podium.
He could, and Peter, that's the inside of Brundle. Brundle's just in positions, hand over fist. Absolute disgrace, but you know what I mean? It's absolutely horrendous to see. Oh, it's such a back of Shane. It's such a big pack. And now Peppermeat on the back of Jace Lee. Seal.
Man with a cash! Sorry to cut him, man with a cash! Just down the inside in the second last corner!
Oh, Peppermeat thrusts us up on the right! Oh, my God, the catch gets about to go racer now.
We'll have to go on board with Peppermeat! He's going to take 2 cars! He's going to take 2 cars! He's got Seal and Jace Lee up in front! Peppermeat's going to make the move with the pair of them! he won't. Not the pair. Oh, there's contact.
Rapid Space was getting through there. And it's going to go, Rapid Space going to go to Chase Lee as well. Is he going to get the position? Contact between them.
Round the outside, Chase Lee. And then in contact.
And look at that little up here. Now getting past Chase Lee. Looking for a move on Seal. Shane gets a free second time battery. Oh my god. Oh my god. Peppermint touches the back of Rapid Space and Rapid around again. There's absolute carnage going on.
Peanut touch Rapid Sprays. That sends Rapid Sprays into a spin.
God. The top four. The way so much
Peppermint a penalty.
I cannot.
What's happening to these soft runners?
I don't know, but look at this now. Seal, I look back on Jace Lee, Peppermint trying to catch up to Peanut, and it looks like Seal, Memo Cash is trying to get past. Look at this. Run the way, let him go. Seal, down the inside, down the outside, he's gonna go. Jace Lee, the touch wheels again. Oh my god, it's like magnetic. I'm gonna go. Seal, losing the back end, and now Brundle's
now charging Seal.
And look at Shane trying to get this Seal instead. Seal gets 3,000.
DRS re-enabled. A virtual safety car.
DSC and the Guru Racer.
Oh, Rapid Space is gone.
That is not sexy. The Guru Racer. Right, a Guru.
Looks like Rapid Sprays just went straight off.
Yeah, it looks like Rapid Space he was struggling because he had the wing damage and he just went straight off. You know, going into the second to last corner, you can go the pit way, so you can go, in the bollard, yeah. What happened was the Guru Racer was already going into the last corner, and then last second he pulled in, so he didn't go through the bollard.
Oh dear. Bad day for Josh.
Mama the Cash.
Mama the Cash for a second time penalty.
Yeah, Mama the Cash.
So when did Squidward Tentacles suddenly become a commentator?
Shut up!
Going round the last corner.
Oh my god. What the hell's going on? Sailed out. There's a bit of a gap forming between everyone. Look at it. There's a bit of a gap now between everyone. And Peanut and Peppermint are catching up to the top four now.
Oh my god, that virtual did not help those guys out. It didn't do them justice. We've still got 4 laps to go of this Russian Grand Prix, and those medium runners are in the crosshairs of the cars of Peanut and Peppermint. These guys are sitting ducks. Schumacher struggling for that grip. I think these mediums are falling off, and with the
Schumacher
fresh
needs to get
runner
past his teammate
Peanut,
ASAP.
he can't do it. With those dead mediums, he's being challenged by a fresh soft runner. Schumacher is not going to get it done. And just when Peanut thought he was having bad luck before, this man has done incredible work. 12 positions Peanut has gained since beginning the Russian Grand Prix. 17th place for the start. He goes down the inside into turn 1 on RSF1 Schumacher. Schumacher has no way of defending. Oh, Peanut made a mistake, and that's allowed Peppermint to take the position.
Peppermint gets through now into P5.
Oh, the man with the cash is gone.
Is he?
And a ghosting Williams?
No. Oh, it's been so unlucky, man. Huh?
Williams and Iotes and Peanut and Peppermint had a moment where they had a collision, but it was more of a ghosting thing. No one lost any time. No one made any mistakes or anything. They just completely ghosted for each other.
Yeah, I think so. It's just ghosting is on. I think it's because they were going slowly or something. I don't know what happened, but yeah.
Here we go. DRS enabled again.
Why is this
and Peanut's going to make the move with Peppermint onto the straight. This Williams has got the utmost speed and traction. Peppermint does not have the ability to retaliate. He stays back in 6th. Schumacher being challenged by Peanut. How many penalties has Peanut got, by the way? Because I think I remember he got a fair few down the back of the grid.
I'll check. He's got 1. He's got 1 penalty. That's Peanut.
Just 1 penalty. What about Schumacher?
He's got 1 as well. So does Brazina. George has got 8 seconds because he's got the 5 seconds as well. And Villa's got a 1 penalty of 3 seconds. Alex is in the pits. I think he might have wing damage.
Here we go. The move for 4th. Peanut now goes down the inside on Schumacher for this position. He can't. He has to back off. Schumacher defended brilliantly, especially with the disadvantage of medium versus soft compound tyres. And Peanut's going to try and hang it around the right, hang it down the corner. Man with the Cash has got another 3-second time penalty, and it looks like the Man with the Cash might be boxing.
Yeah, Man with the Cash is going to just pit in now. Apparently there's quite a big lag on the streams, everyone's saying. I'm buffering.
I'm not lagging though.
I don't know, man.
That's not good. The stream's still up by the looks of it. Yep, literally just a crash. Just a complete crash.
What, he just shot you out or something?
Yeah, it just shut me out.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's a stream up. It's a stream up because it's still showing the tab for the stream.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Right, go on, get back in. Last lap now. And Lewis Schumacher's got another 3-second time penalty. Oh my god, it's gonna get really spicy. Peppermeat's all over the back of him now. And Peanut got past him. So here comes Peppermeat now into the back of Shay. Shay's got 3 seconds time penalty. Schumacher now struggling to keep it behind. Shay retired on the pits. Okay. Shay gets a 5-second time penalty as well for that. Right.
Sorry for the. Peanut definitely got that move done nicely.
A good race, I guess.
Josh, another penalty.
Race. Yeah, so Josh is just trying to. Anyway.
Trying to keep his head above water.
Yeah, he is, because VR is looking pretty consistent right now. Yeah, exactly that. Right into the last straight, the last DRS zone, the last chance for people to overtake Peppermeat. All over the back of Schumacher. Schumacher now hasn't got DRS. Oh, we've lost Seal. Seal is gone. No.
Oh dear.
Now,
Peppermeat's gonna send it. No, Schumacher breaks lane. That shuts Peppermeat out.
It does. And now into the last few corners. We're gonna have to go on VR for this. And VR is gonna take the win of a hell of a race here.
Round the last corner we go. After a long battle with Josh, he goes round through first place. Josh second, Bresner second. Peppermeat, no, Peanut gets third. Schumacher fourth. The championship battle stays alive. However, I'm going to have to say driver of the day. I'm going to have to give it to Peanut.
And Seal. Oh my god, Seal. Let me check.
As much as I'd like to say Seal, Peanut made up 14 positions and got a podium.
What about VR? He made up 10.
He did make up 10, but shall we say joint between VR and Peanut?
To be fair, Peanut did come all the way from the back of the grid. He had the damage at the start, didn't he?
Yeah, he actually got caught up in a really bad incident.
Let's give it to Peanut. Yeah, people are saying Peanut.
Yeah, Peanut is our driver of the day.
Yeah. Great. To be fair, he had a bit of a Man with the Cash now coming across the line. Oh, I feel bad for Man with the Cash, man. It is about position game, just happened. Leave me alone. What a race. Man with the Cash being unlucky there, but Peanut got involved in a massive crash at the start of the race, and yeah. Well, 2 people deserve driver of the day, then might as well. Second is Peppermeat for driver of the day. Okay, Peppermeat then. Right, you're gonna do the standings or whatever while I do thingy?
I'll wait for the end of the spray of the champagne for Red Bull Racing in Russia today. After so much going wrong so quick, the transition of Red Bulls really setting the whole pack apart. Going through the back of the grid is DRM Marco, who finished in 18th place, and Toby in 17th, Andrew Alpha 16th, Lukey 15th, Rapid Sprays 14th, Iox 13th, Shane 12th, Maradacash 11th, Agreeable Racer 10th, Seal 9th, Brundle 8th, Jace Lee 7th, Peppermeat 6th, Josh 5th, Schumacher 4th, Peanut third with driver of the day as well. Tomek Bresner second, keeps the championship lead ahead of his teammate, and VR46 takes the win today in Russia. And I'll tell you what, if that wasn't for that safety car happening at just the right moment when he got past Josh, it would have been a very bad day for him. But he got it done just in the nick of time, and Josh could not get that position back. But that has been the results for the Russian Grand Prix. And I'll tell you what, Element, that was a bloody hell of a race. I also like to apologise to everyone for the game deciding to kick me out at the very last moment. But we got it back in the end, and we got to see the last lap of action. So yeah, Element, I'll do third, you do second, I'll do first.
Brazino hasn't got a mic, has he? Should we get someone else
then
in? Or...
I'll do Peanut, you do VR.
Okay.
Rightio, so Peanut, we spoke to you earlier on in Q1, and you was hoping to get that pace going like you said earlier, and look at you got a podium and driver of the day. I bet you're buzzing. Peanut?
It might help if I'm at the mic.
Have you guys taken the box, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But yeah, you had a bit of a rough start going into the opening lap. It looks like a load of people made contact with each other going in turn one, especially the clump of leaders. But you suffered a bit of damage, had a couple of setbacks going on in the wet part of the race. But then once it got dry, it really opened up for you.
Yeah, I was just struggling really. I got that damage. I thought, oh, maybe a point if I'm lucky from this race after that damage at the start. But that at the back, that was a mess. I got hit. I got spun. I was lost. Marco went bloody flying. Just loads of cars that went everywhere at the back. And then yeah, from that, somehow I got third.
Very good performance as well, because you went from 17th place to get third and driver of the day. We said we might speak to you back in the virtual comms box as maybe driver of the day holder, but it looks like you took a double whammy today with a podium and that. So definitely a good day for you, especially after that bad luck going into going into the opening part of the race.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, Element, have you got any questions? Oh, sorry, Guiz, what say there? Yeah. Sorry, I'll cut in there. Well, what was you gonna say?
Oh yeah. The reason why I pit under the safety car is because I got damage. I hit a wall.
Oh
on the
no!
mediums, I hit a wall, so I got orange damage. I thought, oh, I'll pit, go for the softs and just hope for a point somehow from that as well. So it just went bad to better, I guess.
Yeah, so I mean, there was light at the end of the tunnel when you really made it work. So Element, do you have any questions for Peanut before we move on to the race winner?
No, mate. Just well done, Peanut. Great work from you. I mean, coming back from the end, coming back from the back of the grid and having a bit of problems there. Great work from you, man. Congratulations on third and driver of the day.
Cheers, man.
It's all right. VR, are you there?
Yeah, hello.
Hello, man. Have you ticked the box?
Yeah, I have.
I mean, great race from you. Starting P11, I think it was. Not the best qualifying in Q2. I mean,
you took the quali.
Yeah, 3,000s to Brundle, wasn't it? So, great work from you, man. You got a hell of a start to go into. I think it was like P2, P3 by the end of like turn 2. So yeah, how was your race? I mean, you were stuck behind Josh the whole race. Did you think that he had the pace over you, or were you just holding back until the DRS or something?
When it was raining, I was just sticking behind Josh, see how his pace was, and when he started dropping a bit, I just started to think I can overtake him now, and I got past him, I think, and I just held it, and then he got me back as not safety car, just when the DRS enabled, and then when the safety car just came out, I just managed to get past and I just held the gap from there.
Yeah, I mean, you got very lucky. You literally managed to get past him, and then 2 seconds later, the safety car came out. So, I mean, around the outside as well. Great move around the outside into the right-hander in the middle sector. But congratulations on the win, man. You deserved it. You got a time penalty. Did you know that Josh had a 5-second time penalty that race?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, 5-second time penalty anyway. But well done on the win, man. Great race from you. Two wins in a row now. So how you feeling for next track, Japan?
Absolutely hate it.
Oh,
I don't even know
okay.
if I get points.
So we could see someone else winning the race.
Yeah, most likely.
Well, well done, mate, on the win tonight. Promise, you have any questions for Mr. VR?
No, I don't really have any more questions at the moment, other than well done VR for securing the win, especially after just getting that move done in time without safety car. So after a truly dramatic race with crashes and questionable moments there, that is the end of the Russian Grand Prix for the F2 division. If you guys want to see more F2 action, please join us again next week in Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix. But if you want to see more Russian Grand Prix action, please tune in tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the evening, UK time, British Standard Time, for the F4 division, duking it out around Sochi. Also, just to go over the standings one last time. Oh, sorry, Element?
I was going to ask Peanut what he thought about Japan.
Gonna be a bit of a sketchy one for me, to say the least.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll leave it at that then. Sorry about the promise.
No worries, mate, no worries. Anyways, yep, so after all that, the standings would be Peanut taking third place and driver of the day for going from 17th to 3rd, and a really admirable performance after suffering loads of damage and problems in the early parts, and then making his way up into the podium position. Tomek Bresner gets second place and extends his championship lead against his rival Schumacher, and also bolsters up Alfa Romeo up in the Constructors' Championship. And taking the win today is VR46 in Red Bull. A little bit of a switcheroo with Red Bull, because it looked like Andrew Alfa was going to be maybe on the top, fighting for the top position, but then his teammate ended up switching with him and then winning the race. So interesting results indeed. Thank you for watching the F2 Division's race. And before we wrap up for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, please stay safe, stay indoors. The lockdown may be slightly easing up now in the United Kingdom and maybe other parts of the world, but that doesn't mean we can get careless. If we all stay safe and be cautious, we will get through this in no time. But until then, please, everyone, please stay safe, take care. Keep in contact with your loved ones, because a load of people will be getting very lonely during these times, especially very vulnerable people. So please keep in contact with your loved ones. Make sure they are okay as well as yourself. But anyways, well, that has been F2. I've been Primus Gaming, and joined with me was Element Snow. Thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you in the next one.
#JokeMark.